Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm rolling around with Gilby. We're both in our Death Stars. It's coming to the close of the night and we just wanted to have some fun. And this tank is the epitome of fun. It also can be the epitome of disaster. It can go both ways. One thing this thing does well when you load it with 12 Hesh rounds is spend silver. But there's one thing I did tonight that I've only done twice in my tanking career, which is almost 50k games, and that's lock down 2 Faden's medals. One was legit, one was me wasting a shell to get it, but I thought it'd be cool to have 2 Faden's in one night, so I took the opportunity to do that. So, start a night out, we're on Redshire, going to the choke. This is going to be a fist fight. So I go high here, and this is kind of dangerous. Stuff in the middle definitely can shoot you in the side. And they got a ship barn and an AMX M454 here. I'm going to concede the corner to my E4, and my Jaggeru has this side locked down. Gilby gets an early exit, and then the 705 is going to kind of be a pain in my butt. Every time I try to aim my gun, he's backing up into me. I'm just going to be a presence. With my gun here, it's just going to be cautionary for them to come around the corner. So the ship barn comes around the corner, I shut him down. E4 and the Jag just have better armor than I do, so I'm just going to let them hold their corners. If anything overextends itself, I'll take advantage of it. And right as I'm going to shoot that E100, this guy backs into me again. Trying to find a shot here. Get the side of the Jaggeru. It's not a great shot, but it's good enough. Their AMX comes around the corner, and I just cannot put one in his side before I get loaded up. Get shot in the side of the head. Really, it's down to us three, and they just got a load of tanks. But the one thing, their positioning really makes them vulnerable for Artie. Our E4 shuts down their E5. Looking for shots on the stuff up top. They really don't stay up when I have them in my sights. They don't stay in position very long. So our Jaggeru has done a nice job of pushing our 705 out for cover. Covers lower plate. Unfortunately, that 60 TP only had a little bit of health. Shut him down. It's a big gun. Just have to take it down. Their Badger finally gets our Jag. I'm going to push out. Looking for a shot in the Badger, but their Waffle pokes out behind him, so I take advantage of getting him out. And then the Badger's going to try to flank me, but he's a forward-facing with no turret, which is going to allow me to get reloaded, put a shot into his head, take him down, and now the AMX is going to try to rush me here, get on my flank. I'm not going to have any of that. He shoots the dead tank, and I'm going to find my shot, get his side, blow him up, get an extra 1,000, and game over. Let's get to end game there. So ace tanker, 5 kills, 4,600. The T92 did a fantastic job with 6,500. And then I'm not sure where the E3 was, but he locked down 5,000 as well. And our Object 140 got 5 kills, so that was game 1 of the night. Then we went to Corellia. This game was very sad. I'll show you the end game stats, but we're not going to load into it. So I only ended up with 1,000. Gilby did 2,600, and we took the southern choke with only me, Gilb, and a Type 5 heavy. But you can see how much silver I lost, and even in this victory, another ace tanker, my first Faden's medal of the night, 6,500 damage. This This could be a more exciting game. I still lost money. So I don't play this tank too often. Honestly, I prefer the shit barn over this. It's got better gun handling. If I featured the bad games, you'd understand. Just not that the ship barn has great gun handling, but it just does it a little bit better than this. Now you sacrifice all your armor to get it, but you have a little bit of mobility to get in and out of trouble too. So it's pretty much pick your poison. If you play this tank a lot, you probably get used to the armor profile and can use it more effectively. But I don't play it enough to really know the true capabilities of this thing. Alright, so we're going to start off. We're going to head to the southern flank. You'll realize why this costing me so much. If you're getting full pens on your hash rounds, I mean, you can make money in this tank. As long as you're shooting 10s. Alright, so we start off T-54. Two-shot that guy. Then they have a waffle and 3 Death Stars sitting back here. And a super conch. So I pull out, miss my shot, skim it right across the ground. I tell Gilby don't pull back up there. He's going to get hit by Artie again. Sure enough, he gets hit by Artie. And the super conch shuts him down. So I'm going to move up to this location. I really don't like that wide location just because Artie has such a clean shot in there. From both sides, Artie can smash that position. So if they don't have Artie, it's a decent position, but usually if they have Artie, then it's going to be pretty tough. So I go high here. I hit the top of the super conch's space armor and don't do any damage. And I realize that I'm going to have to expose myself way too much to try to shoot around this conqueror. So I'll just cover him if they come around the corner, and the conch just had no patience. This time I get to grip the super conch right in the lower plate, hit his ammo rack, set him on fire. He is not in a good position. So the ship barn misses his shot, which I'm motored, so it takes me a while to get my gun back around, which allows the super conch to shoot me in the side of the head. Now I'm just going to go around and shoot this guy. He knows I'm coming. Backs up for a second to where I have a shot, but like I said, this thing's gun handling is so crappy, I don't want to take that shot. Scout runs around the backside, 705, can't shut him down. Our other heavy tank's coming around, but I'm not going to wait for him. I take him down. 9-9. We got tanks in the city. Spot that E100. Now this, I just got some awkward gun depression here. Fully aim my shot, take 662 off of him. Bounce a shell. Bounce another shell. I'm just expecting somebody come up on our flank here, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm positioned here. Ship barn kills the E100. Their Wizard 111 GFT takes down our heavy tank. So I'm just spinning around, takes out our other heavy tank. Now it's just me, the ship barn, and Artie. And Artie's actually getting pushed on by their Type 61. So Wizard comes over the hill, we double tap him, take him out of the game. Now it's down to us two against 4 of them. Gilby lets me know that the Type 61 is hurting. Is he hurting? I can't remember. I'll see him in a second here. He pulls out over here. Expect him to come here. Without fully aiming, I take 800 off of him. Now he's hurting. So drive forward, and I don't know if Artie just sailed that high or if he expected me to keep driving forward. Try and let him know to target that 45B. Instead, I tell him to follow me. But he's already in position. We shut him down. Now the Patton's spotted in the city. So he ducks down. Doesn't want to get caught out by us. I'm down to 2 shells, so I have to be patient with them. If my ship barn dies, I don't know how I'm going to be able to win this game. I really need him to take 1 tank with him if he dies. So as I'm poking out here, already gets spotted. Looking for a shot. He hides behind the hill. And all of a sudden, here's their Patton right here. He backs up behind the rock, gives me a wide open shot. So I take him down. This Type 61 looks like he rushes our ship barn. And I wasn't aimed. I have 1 shot left. I don't want to mess this shot up. He pokes out. I was not ready for it. I was kind of sleeping there, so I didn't want to throw the shell out there. He's just seeing if he can get unspotted, and he can't. He's pretty much stuck behind there. So he peeks around. And I realize I have a Faden's medal, and the ship barn's coming, so I just want to make sure that I lock this down. I mean, if already 1-shots my ship barn and I waste my shell, then it's over. But he pulls a ways away from the rock, allows me to shoot him in the back, lock in that Faden's medal. Pretty excited about that. My 2nd one ever. Get another ace tanker, high caliber. Gave my ship barn GG. 705A and our 5355 had a nice game as well. But using Hesh shells to kill stuff that's on 100 hit points or less is not a good way to make money in this thing. All right. Then we go to airfield, and this is a game where I could feature the lack of accuracy because I fired 6 shots, hit 1, and 2 of the shots were at a tortoise that was out in the open, and my shells just sailed on me. Gilby locks in a nice game with 3,500, 3 kills. And then we go to Arctic region, where I lock in my 2nd Faden's medal. And it's kind of a cheap Faden's medal, but another Faden medal nonetheless. So really, I keep this tank in my back pocket for when I just want to have some fun. It's nice to change up the monotony of the game and be able to take out this tank and do it for the lulz, really. I know a lot of people hate on the Hesh, but really all you have to do is look at the matchmaker, plan ahead. Alright, so now we're on Arctic region, and they don't have a lot of heavy tanks. They have a 705A and 8100, so I let Gilby know that I'm going to go up to the choke. And our scout takes a really aggressive line, spots a Tiger 2, and I kind of wish that I held my shell because now there's going to be some more tanks coming out. Then the scout goes to the south, which I thought was pretty questionable. I mean, I don't know if he was just lit the whole time he was up there, so he decided to move. I missed that T95, and alternatively, I could have just waited for him to come out into this open here. He gets retracked, and I'm hoping he gets tracked one more time, and I just load my gun right as he gets through there. This was actually a pretty fun game. I like the games that are kind of drag out. Or back and forth. Looking for a shot, can't find anything. So this E4 is crossing the field. He doesn't have many hit points, but E4 is a dangerous gun, so I don't mind taking a shot at him. And he drove behind a rock. I just led him, not knowing if there was cover there or not. And of course, my Hess shell doesn't fly true because he is behind a rock. Their Death Star gets spotted. I try to land a shell into the side of his turret, and I miss that shot. They have an AT-15 there, and then they also have a Death Star up on the sniper hill, and he's hanging way off the edge. And even though it looks like I'm aiming way above his head, I really was not. Me and Gilby double tap him. Our bat chat says to attack, but really the right thing to do is just hold up. So I hit that Death Star, track him there. 50 TP's up on the hill, but I don't have a shell loaded yet. He backs up. Bat Shack kills their prototype. Their Death Star gets spotted. Unfortunately, I don't know why our tanks in the middle, like our scout and then our Bat Chat, chose not to get in spotting locations. I mean, I think the Bat Chat was reloading, so he didn't want to light stuff up, but he definitely missed out on a lot of spotting damage. So I tracked the 705A. Unfortunately, it's not quick enough. He shuts our Bat Chat down, so now we have lost our vision. Gilby moved up onto the A line to try to get some vision out and help out our heavy tank that was up there that's now dead. And now these guys are taking damage. And honestly, I'm not sure what's happening, so kind of want to see what's going on. And it looks like maybe he's just, yeah, so he got up underneath this 60 TP, or the Panzer VII's turret, and it was actually pushing down on top of his head, and he was losing health. It's interesting. We were sitting there wondering why these guys are taking damage, because it's going to happen again, too. Badger shuts down the 50 TP. Now their E100 pushes in, starts to make a play, and you can see how he starts taking damage, and me and Gilby are like, what is going on up here? Just that gun, like, being inside of his tank allows him to take damage. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so now our guys start to make a play to move towards cap, which is a great decision. It's going to force their team to decide what they want to do. And we have a 2-tank advantage, so it's really pretty much just wait for them to make their plays. Our Iron Range shuts down their prototype. I'm looking for shots. Don't have a shot on that Sturvo. 705 pulls out. I just cannot aim my gun fast enough. Wait for him to pull back out, but he's not going to. So I let Gilby know that I'm going to look for shots in these TDs. Wait for them to pull out. They've pulled it within 1 here. right as I'm looking for the ship bar, and the Sturvo sneaks over. I don't really have a good shot, so I don't want to take it. But I got full health, so I really need to utilize it. Saving my hit points for the end was an asset. Going to save Artie, look for a shot, and I realize he's behind a rock. The ship barn just killed our Badger, so I'm pretty solid to be able to pull around. He can't turn his turret all the way around, so I just need to stay behind him. I leave him on 10 hit points. My Wraith shuts him down. The Sturvo gets a shot in behind my butt. Takes my ammo rack. I'm looking for a shot here. I can't find it. But once again, I'm pretty healthy. I can take a shot from Artie. I mean, if Artie slam dunks me, then props to him. I'm going to push on it. When I thought Artie was in the north, he's actually in the south. So I let Gilby know since Gilby's moving. And now, once again, I'm down to 2 shells. So I realize I can get my 3rd ever Faden's medal. I push on the dead tank just to make sure that Artie knows that I'm coming if I'm still spotted. I shoot one into the ground to leave me with 1 shell. Definitely could mess this up, but I know that we're going to win. But if you know you're unspotted, and then tragedy. Artie tracks me in place, the Wraith hits the bad chat, and now he's just going to kill himself. But I already told you guys I got the Faden. So the Wraith puts him down to 0 hit points, which is enough for me to get my last shell in for 1 hit point to kill Artie and lock in my 2nd Faden's medal of the night. Guys, I know this is a long video, 22 minutes. I tried to speed it up, and I just wanted to feature the ups and downs of the Death Star. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's fun, but honestly, the grind up to it is not that great. If you like slow, somewhat armored tank destroyers with good guns, then yeah, it's worth it. When I first got this, I didn't have the silver to run full Hesh in it. The HE are pretty decent, but it's just not as funny to play the tank. You know, you actually have to try hard, work hard, and there's just better tanks to do it in than this one. So this one's pretty much just sit in the garage with my Hesh shells. And the highlight of this game is me and Gilbs were holding down the choke, and they finally pushed forward because there was like 8 of them to us 2, and shot the 60 TP, killed him, and they all just flooded in and are already shot 1 shell and killed 2 Death Stars with 1. So that was pretty fun to see that. Otherwise, there really wasn't much going on in that. So even in the wins, if you're running full Hesh, it's hard to make money in this thing. So that is a feature of the Death Star. By no means do I do it any justice compared to some of the great Death Star players. But it's a fun tank to own in the garage and take out with your friends and have a nice little Death Star Hesh party. I'll quit babbling. That's really all I got for you guys. If you stuck till the end, thanks. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.